Morning, everybody.
Morning, Rabbi.
Today's Tu B'Av, the 15th day of Av. So what is the 15th day of Av? So it's a celebration. What's the celebration? So the Meisei Midbar, the people in the Midbar, they passed away. They were punished because they were not excited about going into Eretz Yisrael, that they will not manage to get inside, and only the next generation, 40 years later, will be entering the land. So anybody over the age of 60 went into early retirement. Every year at the Tisha B'Av, people would go to sleep, and some woke up and some didn't. So the last group of the last year was about 15, according to some interpretations, about 15,000 Jews, that they were at that age, that they felt that they were not going to make it. And they went to sleep and they woke up. They said, okay, maybe they're off with the calendar a day or two. So they went back to sleep again. They dug their graves. They went to sleep in their graves. And they got up again. Okay, maybe 2 days off. But then when they saw the 15th day of Av, when the moon is full, it's complete, you can't make a mistake in that. When you see a complete moon, that's it. So then they knew that that's it, they've been speared. So the last year of the Jewish people in the desert, Hashem forgave them, and He spared them. So it says, there weren't such joyous days to the Jewish people as the 15th day of Av and Yom Kippur. What's joyous about Yom Kippur? Nobody gets a kiddush when they come to shul on Yom Kippur. What's so happy about Yom Kippur? So the explanation is that these are the 2 days on the calendar that God gave us forgiveness. Hashem forgives the Jewish people on Yom Kippur, and that's when we got the second set of luchot, the second tablets. So too, there was a certain level of forgiveness that the Jewish people experienced in the Midbar, in the desert, on Tu B'Av. So Tu B'Av is a day, an auspicious day for mechila, for forgiveness. So this was a celebration. We also find that on that day forward, Hashem also spoke to Moshe Rabbeinu on a much greater level. Because of the forgiveness of the Jewish people at that time, Moshe Rabbeinu represents all the Jews. So the Jewish people were elevated, Moshe Rabbeinu was elevated. So every day on this calendar, on every day, every year, when we have this day in the calendar, it's a day of celebration. It's a day that we also connect with on a personal level, because Yisrael Daimim L'Lavana, we count and we connect. We're compared to the moon. So this is the 1 month a year that we really feel a completion, because we have the biggest travesty, the biggest problem is the 9th day of Av, Tisha B'Av. So you have the negative on Tisha B'Av, and you have the 15th day that you're coming back up, you're coming to completion. So when you lose and you get back into it, so it's a bigger accomplishment. So this is the shleimus, this is the biggest elevation that we have. Hashem should bless us all. We should be able to utilize today's day. We should be inspired. We should find forgiveness. We should find true joy. When you have joy, when you have forgiveness, you have true joy. And we should be zeicha to all the blessings of Mashiach Tzidkenu Meher V'Yaminu V'Nomer. Amen.